One.
Yo. It's your boy 47 Dex.
And it's James O. Some people are saying I should not call
Welcome,
myself Dirty Boy James O. So
welcome to the Dirty Boys James show. Or you say you're not calling yourself that anymore?
it's not the Dirty Boy James O show. It's Parallel Reels podcast. You
That's what I
fuckhead.
said.
But I
Damn,
don't
why you
know.
gotta call me
I'm
a fuckhead?
I'm thinking about a new name, but I don't know.
What do you think about clean James O?
That sounds so stupid. Like it
You are
just sounds.
stupid.
Anyways,
Like I said, it's your boy 47 Dex.
and it's James O. Today we're getting into two new movies that just dropped. One's on Netflix and one is out in movie theaters right now, and also it's about to drop everywhere, streaming wise. We're talking about
Facts.
Mickey 17 and The Electric State, which are two very, very different sci-fi movies, but very, very interesting on both ends.
Facts.
But I think both of them are a disappointment.
Facts.
But one is a better disappointment than the other.
Facts.
Um,
Name one more fact so I can say fact.
I'm disappointed in the director of Mickey 17.
Big
He
facts.
has such a big, well, he
Big
has such
facts.
a caliber behind him of such.
Man.
And also, I'm also disappointed in the directors of The Electric State too, because they've done fire.
Facts.
When we talk about
Major
Mickey
facts.
17, Mickey 17, the director of that is Bong Joon-ho, who directed and wrote Parasite, who directed and wrote Snowpiercer, which is also one of my favorite Chris Evans films ever.
That's crazy.
Then,
And then we go over
to The Electric State.
and one of my top directors, the Russo brothers. Come on. But the funny thing is, they had another movie on Netflix that was also a flop. So why did we expect anything better?
Can they do anything besides Marvel movies?
The funny thing is, can people from Marvel do anything besides Marvel characters?
Samuel L. Jackson can do anything.
Okay, the white characters.
I mean, a good example is Mark Ruffalo. He can do anything. He was in Mickey 17. I think he was the highlight of the movie. To be
Really,
honest.
I ain't really mess with his vibe, man. He was doing too much for me.
His character was that's what his character was to be annoying
So
as
I
hell.
guess he achieved it, but I guess so. And I'm just yapping, but I feel like most people from Marvel don't have range. Like that's how I feel. That's just my hot take.
That's funny because there's somebody else from Marvel is a main character in one of these movies. Chris Pratt is one of the main characters in Electric State,
and his character is exactly like Quill's character. Like I felt like I was watching Quill. And the funny thing is, I feel like the reason why this didn't hit for him is because he didn't have like the supporting cast to put Quill up there. Like you didn't have Drax to put Quill up there. You didn't have Rocket.
Batista.
You didn't have Groot. You feel me? Like these supporting cast didn't really like push Quill up there like the other cast do.
Yeah, I mean, there's no Zoe Saldana, who's an amazing actress. There's no Dave Batista, who is amazing. I mean, Dave Batista. When we think about how Dave Batista moved from wrestling,
he carried them, bro.
Yeah, like
he was funny.
There's no Guardians. Not just funny, but he was actually like a very, very like multi-dimensional character.
You know who he reminds me of? He reminds me of Sokka from Avatar: Last Airbender. Like he carries them, like because everybody else is like serious, and he's like the
comic relief.
Escape. Yeah, they escape the comic relief. But too much about that. Let's get into Mickey 17. Why do they call him Mickey 17? What is the 17? What does it mean? I know you guys have a lot of questions for me, and I'm here to let it out.
All right.
So, Mickey 17, this film follows a man, Mickey, who keeps getting cloned every time he dies. But then he realizes he doesn't want to be replaced. That's when things get complicated. I think, one key moment in when Mickey meets another version of himself, that's when he really starts to question, like, hey, what's going on? That's when things kind of like take the turn. This movie explores what it means to be human and whether memories alone make someone unique or not. So that's just a little bit about the movie. This guy keeps dying. He's like a test rabbit or a test mouse.
He's an expendable. That's what they called it in the film.
Expendable. They keep testing him, and it's just like they don't care about him because they know they could clone him again when he dies. So they just keep running him through the dirt, and he finally realizes, "Hey, what's going on, man? Let's take a step back." And that's when things start to get tussy. Is that even a word?
Tussy?
Yeah.
I don't think so.
All right, whatever. But
But
yeah, that's a little bit about it.
Mickey 17. I would say one thing I also did not like about Mickey 17, even though I think Robert Pattinson is one. I would say he's up there in my favorite actor lists.
I think he did well acting with
He
this.
did well, but I did not like the accent he was using because he's not American. He's English, so he has to make it an American accent. But
That's another thing, man. There's a lot of English actors in Hollywood that are killing it.
I wonder why that is.
They're acting school over there. They take it more serious.
But what about all the
very prestigious?
What about all these actors and actresses that go to Juilliard, go to Yale acting school in America? These are very prestigious acting schools.
Just like there's always somebody that's better than you. Maybe they're doing something that we're not doing, and our people need to go over there and go steal their sauce. I mean, that's what we do anyways. You always go to other countries and steal their stuff anyway. So
okay,
it's nothing new.
I guess so, but I really didn't like his accent. But I think it was on purpose. It was like it's supposed to be like it sounded like a mix of like a Canadian and like an American accent at the same time. I don't know. It was interesting. Dry. It was dry. It was a dry accent. But besides that, Mickey 17 was interesting. But it also was a box office bomb. It's already going to be on streaming very, very soon.
Very soon, man.
I mean, it just came out on February 5th.
Like facts. I think it had
a few weeks ago.
I think it had 16% on Rotten Tomatoes. Like really? Side. I don't know.
No. That was the Electric State.
Oh, okay.
That was Electric State.
Damn. That's even worse.
But
like you were saying, right? I think I had a lot of hopes for this movie. I'm not gonna lie, because before you recommended it, I was even gonna recommend it. What's up?
I'm saying because of all the actors and the directors, the writers, the people behind it. It sounded like, oh, this is gonna be. And also, the trailers itself kind of led you astray.
No, because like when I seen it, I'm like, oh man, this is gonna be beautiful. So I'm happy you recommended it, because then this doesn't go on me. This goes on you. Because I thought about it, because the fact that we had like Bong Joon-ho, who came from a masterpiece, which won like a lot of awards with Parasite. Now moving over to Mickey 17, I'm thinking, okay, maybe he's gonna have the same vibe, but he kind of still brought the same vibe, but it didn't translate well with this sci-fi type of movie, because he was mixing, deep themes. Bong, he create like, slick, unsettling sci-fi. We're out in space with those weird creatures and stuff like that. Like, that's his vibe. But I don't know what was missing. Maybe because, like, I think they were trying to do too much and nothing came out of it. Instead of him just, going with the flow, I think he tried to overstep and, like, try to, like, reach and, like, he pulled the cord.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and also, I definitely agree with everything you said, because this movie is actually based on a book that came out in 2022 called Mickey 7. So I think maybe they wanted to. There were so many themes from that book probably that they just wanted to hit.
Yeah.
But like when people do like film adaptations of books and novels, they never always go directly by what the novel is. I'm not saying that's what they did here. It usually doesn't translate well. Because doing something visually compared to just reading it is a lot more difficult probably. But
facts.
I'm not saying that's what they did, but it seems like maybe they were trying to follow it verbatim, and it seemed like a lot of things got lost in translation.
Facts. And to piggyback off that, I think the reason why books work better than movies is because you're reading it. You're the
Yeah.
storyteller, so you're able to imagine it with your
Yourself.
own ideas. But when it comes to movies, you don't. You just see what's on the screen and you take it for face value, and now it doesn't sit well with you because that's not what you're vibing with.
Yeah. Do you know what's funny? Do you know that some people don't have like an inner monologue?
For real?
Did you know
How do
that?
you know?
Yeah. So I was reading this thing on Twitter a few months back, and people were having like a large conversation. It was at like a millions of retweets at this point, and people were. That's an exaggeration, but there was a lot of people talking about this, and someone had tweeted like, "Oh, when I read books, I don't visualize anything. I just see the words." And people were like, "Yeah, I don't have a lot of people were like saying, yeah, I don't have an inner monologue. I don't visualize anything when I read. I don't conceptualize it. I just see the words." And I was asking some people around me, and they were like, "Yeah, I don't have an inner monologue. No one's ever. I don't. I'm not reading. I'm not
Hey,
talking in my head." I'm like, so, so, so it explains a lot why the world is like this. A lot of people don't have an inner monologue, and they just doing anything.
hey,
They
man,
just
we're all unique
floating.
in our own ways, man. We're all unique in our own ways. I'm gonna just leave it at that, weirdos. But man, let's get a little bit into the electric state because this
Okay.
movie electrocuted me out of my seat, and I'm not
Okay.
going back on there.
Okay. All right. So the electric state, I also recommended that the Yor- the Yoruba jumped out at high.
Boo.
Sorry. So the electric state, directed by the Russo brothers, who are notorious for directing some of the greatest movies ever.
Infinity War,
The Infinity War,
Endgame, all those
Endgame,
Avengers movies,
so many
man.
Avengers movies, and they brought us the
This
electric state.
they
So,
should have they should have sat on the electric chair after this. But go ahead.
but we need them for Doomsday. We need them for Doomsday.
Oh yeah, they could come back, which I think is gonna be better than Infinity War. But my bad. Go ahead. Go ahead. Go ahead. I'm sorry. Go ahead. Go ahead. Go ahead. Go
Wow,
ahead.
that's yeah, wow. I don't know. I don't know if you can say that just yet, but we'll come back in a year. The Electric State. This story follows a teenage girl who is actually was
11
it 11 from from Stranger Things,
Stranger.
who
Yeah.
looks like she's like 30 now.
Yeah,
I
she grew up fast.
I just realized that show started when I was like in high school, type shit.
Stranger
Yes,
Things.
yes, it started like when we were in high school, dude. Like it's been that long. It's been like 10 years since the show started.
So why am I not just finding out about it like 4 years ago?
No way.
Yeah.
I'm dead.
That's crazy.
No, I'm not. No, there's no way. No, that show started at
Nah, bro.
least in the
Ain't no way,
2000
bro.
the late 2010s,
Check it out, bro. 'Cause
and they're only on season what? Isn't it season 5 coming out? Yeah,
yeah, I think they just finished with 4.
yeah, bro. This started in this started July 2016, almost 10 years ago. Yes, they
Damn.
were literally children when they started the show. Now they're like in their
No,
mid
no, no.
20s.
Okay, so like when did it drop on Netflix?
July 2016. That means they recorded it even before that.
Before, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh my
So
gosh. No,
yeah,
that's surprising.
yeah. It doesn't feel like
Is
it's
it
been
on
almost.
Netflix for that long?
Yeah, yeah, because they take so long between the seasons. Like season 4 came out. I think was
Makes
that
sense.
2022, maybe.
Season 4?
Yeah, I think that came out. Maybe it might even be 21.
Nah, I think it was 22.
Yeah. Okay. So season 4 came out. The first 7 episodes of season 4 came out 2022, May 2022. Then there's 2 other episodes released July 2022. Uh, uh, the first season 2016, second season 2017. They took 2 years between season 2 and season 3. That was 2019. Then they didn't come back for season 4 until 2022. Now season 5 in 2025. One of them kids, they 10 years older. But anyways,
This is
I
why I
don't know.
hate shows, man. Y'all take too damn long.
Now it's a newer thing nowadays for them to take so long between seasons. Like Severance season 1 was in like 2021. Season no 22. Season 3 just came out. Season 2 just came out. But anyways,
I'll never be a fan of shows, man. Just give me my movie and call it a day.
I feel that. I feel that. So, anyways, this story follows a teenage girl who is actually 11, played by Millie Bobby Brown.
Gang.
A teenage girl traveling across a dystopian America with her robot companion while she's actually searching for her missing brother, who apparently died in a car accident where when she was in a car, her dad hit a deer, her parents died, and her brother died allegedly in that accident, but it's not all that is actually true. A big moment in the film shows her wandering through an abandoned city surrounded by giant broken machines. So the movie really centers around it's based in the 90s.
Yep.
But it's like a futuristic 90s.
Futuristic, yeah.
Where there was a war between the humans and the robots. The robots got tired of the humans picking on them. Hint, this might be our reality within the next 10 years.
Artificial intelligence, we outside. You know what this reminds me of?
All those people that are driving Teslas, they're gonna start driving themselves.
No, but this reminds me when you said the futuristic 90s. It reminds you of that X-Men coming out. I mean, not X-Men, Fantastic Four coming out.
That was set.
That's that type of vibe. You know what?
That was set in the 60s.
But I'm just saying, like,
it's a futuristic 60s.
Futuristic.
Okay, I see what you're saying.
It's like a vintage futuristic vibe.
Yeah. I hate when shows kind of do that though, because it messes up with my mind.
Like, where am I at?
Like, where are we in the future? Are we in the past? But we're both. So I think that's also, which is kind of the definition of the present, I guess, in a way, because the present is the past and the future at the same time.
Let him cook. Let him cook now. Let him cook.
Bro, what? Come on, man. Yeah, but there was a giant war that broke out between the humans and the robots, where they eventually signed a peace treaty where the robots will go into their own little section of America called what was it called again? It was like so essentially, let's say it's like a reservation, you know, for lack of better terms, because I can't remember the exact word, the exact name of that area that they had pushed those robots to, and there was a corporation that just, you know, took over, which I want to get the exact name for that. In theory, the movie sounded great. And also, this is another movie that's based on a novel as well. It was a 2018 graphic novel. Sometimes, to be honest, I think maybe.
No, go ahead.
Yeah, sometimes I think maybe developing shows, movies. I think shows are better when they're developed off of a book / novel or whatever than movies are, because I feel as though you don't have enough time to build those themes as much as you can with like a TV show or something like that.
Yeah, to put everything into 2 hours.
Right. So, yeah.
But honestly, when the movie started out, I thought it was good, right? Mm-hmm. When it started out, like it had my attention.
Same.
Especially with the siblings, you know, their interactions. It got my attention. I was interested. But I think as the movie went on, it just started to feel like I was being dragged now. Yeah. Like I was just being dragged on now. But yeah, what was the name of the reservation?
I just realized Anthony Mackie was in this movie too.
Yeah, he was. He was one of the robots.
He was Herman. Okay. Wow, I didn't realize that.
Was it the dark one? Yeah, it was a dark robot.
Did not realize that was his voice for some reason.
And then the guy from I forgot his name. He was in Brave New World too. The villain, the black guy.
Giancarlo Esposito.
Yeah, him. Yeah, he was in there too.
Yeah, he's awesome. Like he is a great actor.
Was it Breaking Bad that he was in?
Yeah, he was in Breaking Bad. Okay. Yeah, man, he knows how to play a villain very, very well. I feel it.
Very
And also,
well.
he was also in Star Wars. He was in The Mandalorian. He played a villain in that. He was amazing. There's. I just wish sometimes they would give him. They won't typecast him as a villain all the time because he plays it so well. Like he's such a great actor, especially for his age and his range. Like
Yeah,
I don't think Hollywood should keep on typecasting him as a villain, but it is what it
it
is.
is what it is.
Let me find the name of that reservation. Stanley Tucci was also in this movie. He was great.
Stanley. Man, whenever I hear Stanley, the first person that comes to mind is Stanley Yelnats.
Do you know what? You know what's crazy? Same. Same.
Man, that
That
is
that
you think that's a classic?
yes, the book is a classic itself. I don't know if you ever
Okay.
read the book in school.
Nah,
Oh man, the book is great.
I used to hate reading books. I still do. My parents used to punish me, bro.
I'm
I was like,
so
"Hey, can I
weak.
go outside?" They'll be like, "Yeah, read this whole Harry Potter book, and then you can go outside." And I'm like, "Bro, aren't we Christians? Why are we reading witchcrafts or wizardry?"
Oh
They're like, "Hey,
brother.
read this book." So yeah, man, I read the book, but then I started to figure out how to. I figured out the loophole. I read the beginning of the book. I hope my dad is not watching this. I read the beginning of the book, the middle of the book, and the back of the book, because we had to summarize it to him to make sure that we knew what we're talking about.
I'm so
So
weak.
yeah, I did that. Went to him because he doesn't know what happened in the book because he didn't read it. So when I figured that out, that was my next plan. So I tried that. I was scared the first time I did it, and he's like, "Okay, boom, next book." I'm like, "Come on, bro,"
Do
and
you
he's like,
know?
"Okay."
Yeah, like the high school I went to, they made us do that in the summer. Every summer we had to do a book report. Like, and it was
Book
really,
report.
really, it was really difficult. Like, it was very, very in depth. Thank God the internet started being the internet at that point. So Sparks Notes.
When I figured that out, but sometimes we got quizzed on it. Like they
Yeah,
were
yeah, we did too
quizzing
on the
you like
first day of school.
they were quizzing you like in depth things, and it's like Spark Notes didn't cover that or analyze that.
Bro, I
So
used to
like
be.
you're able to explain, the synopsis of what happened in that chapter, but now if they're asking those detailed questions, you're cooked.
They always ask us detailed questions, but I think one thing about high school, at least the high school that I went to, is that they taught us how to bullshit.
Hey,
If
look where it's gotten you in life. You're still doing it.
for some reason I cannot find the name of that place of the
I guess it wasn't
reservation.
important.
It wasn't, but it's like a reservation where they just push. Like it. Obviously, this movie is it's a
A
deep.
waste.
Okay, I agree with you, but I know what they were trying to do. They're trying to dive deep into the problems of quote unquote America, and let's say immigration. Maybe I'm also just making my own ideas of symbolism. I think that's what they were trying to do.
Yeah.
I'm not saying that that is the truth. Um, but I definitely feel as though they were trying to like get into the depth of immigration, manifest destiny, because it's called the exclusion zone. Duh.
It just
Manifest
came to
de-
your mind, or?
Yeah, I found it. Yeah, and also Mr. Peanut, the robot, was the leader, which was voiced by Woody Harrelson. I was like, okay, Mr. Peanut. Why Mr. Peanut? But it is what it is. And also, they made this.
Bro,
They
so what?
decided
What was the graveyard?
the graveyard. You mean where all those robots were?
Yeah.
That was part of the exclusion zone. It was part of it.
Okay, I got you.
Yeah.
Okay, so the whole thing.
Yeah, that
Okay,
place
I
was
got
just gigantic. So like, I think what maybe the book was trying to portray is that exclusion zone was how how America treats minorities, Native Americans, because push them out to different
you. Yeah,
specific sections of the world of the country. You know,
Arizona.
Arizona, Oklahoma. That especially Oklahoma, especially that really, I
Yeah,
guess. What did they call? Did they call that the Appalachians? I don't know.
the Appalachian Mountains.
No, like that area of
Oh, the
America.
area. I'm not sure.
That's not
You're
the
the
mid.
you're, You're the history buff.
It's not the Midwest, so I guess that would be like maybe the Great Plains or something like that. I don't know,
Yeah, I'm taking
but
it back to social studies class. But yeah,
yeah, but seriously, it was great in theory. Both of these movies are great in theory, but in execution, yikes.
nah, not at all.
And the Russo brothers made this movie after they made The Gray Man.
Yep, that was the Netflix movie that I was talking about. And I think what hurts about this movie is they spent so much money on it, bro. I think they spent
Oh,
like 320 million.
bro, you should have fed some
And
kids with that.
this is what they
This what
came
y'all.
up with. Like I think that's how much they spent with like other
Yeah,
Marvel projects.
yeah. I'm looking at it right now. $320 million. There's a budget. That's their budget. And also, since this is going on Netflix, are you really gonna ever make? You gonna
Make
are you
any
gonna are you gonna break even with that?
I think this is one of the most expensive movies that Netflix has shot.
It ain't seem like
But
it.
they're gonna force this on you because it's gonna be at the top 10 for
Yeah,
like 6 7 months. People are gonna keep watching it, and guess what? The ratings are gonna go up.
the movie should never. It shouldn't have a sequel. It should have nothing. It should just be like this, and we should all move on.
They should have
Uh,
just kept it at the book stage.
Honestly, now I really want to read the book. It's not even like
Not
a.
facts, because I need a better taste in my mouth. Pause. After after watching this. But yeah, man. But I think apart from that, I really enjoyed the cinematography
Of which
and
movie?
both actually. I really did. But on Mickey 17, it was different. Like the black humor, it was it wasn't something I was used to. It's like I had to get used to it as the movie went on. But I really loved like the sci-fi effect. It wasn't anything. I think I love how the movie started and dude was stuck in the middle of snow. I don't know what he's doing there. I
Yeah,
love the
the movie was started in the middle. It really where the action started, and it takes you all the way back.
yeah. I think I kind of like the conflict between him and the president. I don't know if you want to call him a president, but like the dictator.
Yeah, essentially.
I love that conflict. He kind of reminded me of the I forgot his name. I don't know. I'm always referencing Marvel. He, he was in Ragnarok. That leader guy that had Thor in
On that
prison.
planet with
Yeah, he kind of like gave me that type of vibe. It's funny because the Hulk was there too, and he's
yeah,
playing this role.
and he's playing that role.
But I think for me, I really enjoyed the cinematography. I think the CGI was beautiful. It wasn't
Yeah,
off. It wasn't weird. I love the colors. It really gave you that dry feel. I think it went well with the movie. Like it felt dry. Like the colors, it wasn't colorful. It wasn't like crazy colors. It was very like I don't know if you want to describe colors as monotone, but it was very gray. Uh
yeah, because that planet that they eventually settled on that took them 4 years to get to, it
yeah,
was Nilfheim or something. Um, there was nothing there. It
facts.
was,
I mean,
it
I,
was,
I think they nailed the sci-fi, the futuristic vibe. I think they nailed it very
I
well.
definitely enjoyed that part. I would say that
Yeah.
too.
So I think to me that's one of the things I enjoyed about this movie, the cinematography of this movie and the main character acting. Apart from that, I can't really say much about it.
Yeah, honestly, it was a very, very confusing and random movie. Um,
I was
I,
confused the whole time. I'm not even gonna lie to you. I was
yeah,
confused the whole time because I'm like, what's the point of this?
like where are we going? And also I don't think they were even at the end of the movie. What really was the
The point.
message? Like
These are one
what?
of those movies after you're done watching it, you gotta go to Chat GPT or you gotta go to YouTube and type in,
Like what did I just watch? Honestly,
yeah,
because
what are the details that I missed? What are the Easter eggs? What is the
and
point of this movie?
it's just like there's just too many. They left too many loose ends. First of
Too many things
all,
happening, bro.
and too many things were happening concurrently that was taking your attention from everything. And also, like, I feel as though this I feel as though Joon-ho wrote directed this movie so that he can watch it. He forgot that other people gotta watch it too. You understand what I'm saying? I mean,
That's
I feel
crazy
as
that you
though
say that,
I feel as though
because
Chris Nolan does that too, but
but it relates to us.
it relates to us. We can actually
The
after a
audience
while,
loves it.
yeah, this one felt like it was just it was like
Yeah,
a bad adaptation of Everything Everywhere All at Once. I don't know if you've seen that movie.
I haven't, but I know you keep talking about it.
Yeah, because that's literally what was going on in that movie. Everything Everywhere All at Once happening. Everything. There's so many things happening at once, but your mind wasn't so distracted like with this movie.
Not facts.
It's just like, huh? And also it's just it's just something's missing for real.
No
Something's missing.
facts, man. And I know I'm gonna get a lot of heat for this, or a lot of hate, a lot of attack, but this reminded me of a Wes Anderson movie without the colors. Yes, I know you guys love him, but
Not
I
me.
just don't vibe with his type of creativity or his type of movies. Yes, I know he's a legend. Yes, I
Not
know
to me.
people love his work, but me personally,
Not me.
it just doesn't connect with me. It doesn't vibe. This felt like a Wes Anderson movie without the
Without the
colors.
coloring. Wes Anderson movies makes no sense to me. They have no message, no nothing. I never can finish a Wes Anderson movie for real because I'm just like, what is going
It's
on?
going
It looks
apart
beautiful.
from the colors, the symmetry, the framing.
Even just the set itself, everything looks so perfectly made, but what is the actual movie about? I don't think I can tell you. There was one movie, I think it was some movie about a hotel. I couldn't even finish a movie, but the hotel looked beautiful.
At least something was right. How you feel about the cinematography with the electric state?
The Electric State cinematography was great, especially with that when they were showing that exclusion zone where all the
Yeah,
robots had been quarantined or whatever too. I was like, this is a really, really masterful use of CGI, and it didn't seem even the robots themselves.
fake.
Like they didn't seem fake. They seemed like real, actually functioning robots, and I thought that was really cool. I thought the voice acting was great on the robots. Um, Chris Pratt was playing Chris Pratt like usual.
Nothing
Um,
new.
Millie Bobby
And I,
Brown, she did her thing.
the other thing, I agree with you with the robots. I think
Yeah,
the CGI was beautiful. Like it
yeah,
felt real.
it
It didn't
felt real.
feel like CGI. So I think I really appreciate that aspect of that cinematography. I think they nailed it like very well, and also like the interaction with the humans and the robots. Also,
Yeah,
it was very fluid. It flowed well.
yeah. I would say that there's no like call outs or I don't have any like qualms with the acting, but I have
Qualms.
qualms with the storyline because just like Mickey 17, what truly is the point of this movie?
It's a dead end, bro.
It's
It's
a
a
dead
dead end.
end. Yeah,
It's a dead end.
but both movies have these things in common, these elements. Both of them explore loneliness, survival, and how technology has reshaped the world. And I
Yep.
guess that's what we can take from both of them because Mickey 17 is dealing with something that we all are definitely going to be dealing with now that everybody wants to talk about space. In my opinion, we have no reason to go out there because for
Yeah.
what? For what? What are you looking for? Well, I don't know what you're looking for
No.
out there, but and same thing with the electric state. I mean, this one is more prevalent to us right now. I mean, relevant to us right now because AI
It's
just
coming.
AI, AI is here. It's
Hey
here,
man.
and it's getting smarter and smarter and smarter. And shout out to
Like
the
Doctor
kids.
like Doctor Strange said, we're in the end game now. Would you the Eye of Agamotto. Would you recommend this movie both to anybody? And what are your ratings for this movie? Please let the audience know. Because if you ask me, don't even waste your time.
Mm, mm.
But I okay, on a real, don't waste your time. but I can see kids enjoying the electric state. I can see kids enjoying it.
I wouldn't say that I didn't enjoy it. I enjoyed it, but in my critique of it, it wasn't anything
It wasn't
special.
up to par.
Yeah, it was just a watch. Would I probably ever watch it
Yeah.
again? Probably not. To be honest with you, but I would recommend people watch it. You know what I'm saying? Both movies. I would say if it's something, if you're bored, you need to throw something on. Mickey 17. You're bored,
Nah,
throw
even if you're
something on.
bored, I wouldn't watch Mickey 17. I'd watch. I can see myself watching the Electric State again with
Okay.
maybe like my nephews or nieces, or
Right.
just to have it on as like a background thing while I'm working. But Mickey 17, I'm not touching that again, bro. They should have stopped cloning him after the first one, and they should have stopped ended that movie right there.
But then there wouldn't be no story. But
Exactly, and they should have left that movie alone.
right, and also I do appreciate Naomi Aki's role. She's just a
Yeah,
great actress. She's amazing. She also played Whitney Houston in the Whitney Houston biopic. She did great in that.
yeah,
She's also an English actress as well.
in it.
Um, in it. She was also in. I just watched another movie. Yeah, she was in the other movie that we watched that we reviewed. Um, Blink Twice. She was the main character in Blink
Oh
Twice.
yeah, 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 yeah.
Yeah, she's awesome. Yeah, she's
Too
awesome.
bad we won't be able to post it because the audio didn't work that day. But it
Oh,
was a
is
movie.
that one? Ooh.
I think it was that and the menu,
And I completely forgot she was in Star Wars: The Rise of Skywalker. You know why I didn't? You know why I forgot? Because that movie sucks.
which they kind of gave the same vibe as Mickey 17 in space, doing nothing, just being useless. But no,
I
on the
don't I don't
real,
I don't I
which
don't blame her for Star Wars: The Rise
on
of
the real,
Skywalker.
but which concept was more interesting to you? The fight for identity with Mickey 17, or the search for connecting with within the electric state?
After a while, Mickey 17 got a little bit predictable. With
Yeah,
obviously one there's going to be some time where he doesn't die, or something slips up where there's
he
another
becomes a rebel
another clone comes, and they something is going some type of
figure.
internal struggle. So obviously I would say the electric state is a little bit more relatable, because I
Yeah,
think everyone, especially like a sibling or something like that, I guess people can relate to that more than themselves getting cloned. You
yeah.
understand? And
Hey man, I heard the cloning people, so that people can relate to that. I heard Gucci Man got cloned right after he came out of jail. So yeah, man, that's that, man.
yeah, so no for me
I
as
would
well,
watch
though.
Electric State. I wouldn't watch Mickey 17, but that's just me. Uh,
I w-
but
what would you what would you rate both of them out of 10? Give
out of
them
10,
each.
I would give Electric State 6 out of 10, and I'll
That's
probably
fair.
give Mickey like a 4 out of 10.
Mm,
That's just me.
mm.
What about yourself?
Uh, Electric State was a good 5 out of 10 for me. You know, good action, typical Chris
Pew, pew,
Pratt,
pew.
interesting concept, maybe not the best execution. So
Yeah,
5 out of 10.
it's not bad.
Uh,
Halfway there.
Mickey 17, kind of.
1.7 out of 10.
That's a little bit harsh, but yeah, I will give it a 3.5, bro. A 3.5,
It's
because
not bad.
if I ever get to a point when I'm watching a movie and I say, "What the fuck am I watching?" If I say that, that means I'm not feeling it, bro. So,
Wolfman.
oh my god, bro, don't even. I started saying that 10 minutes into the movie. I was like, "What the fuck am I watching?" And if I actually say it out loud and to myself, I know I'm not gonna like the rest of the movie. So, yeah,
Oh man. But it was a great watch. Hey, I watch movies, so you don't have to. Both films explore futuristic worlds in a unique way. One through cloning and another through survival
with robots.
with robots. So it was a journey that we went on. We came back from the journey, and this is how we felt about the journey. We're telling you so you don't have to go through that journey. But I hope you enjoyed this breakdown with us. If you don't follow us, please go ahead and hit that subscribe button. I'm begging you. Trying to get to 25 at the end of the month. We got what, 4 days, 5 days to go to. Follow us on our social media platform at Parallel Real Pod. And please let us know what movie you'd love us to compare next. It's your boy 47 Dex.
And James O signing out for Parallel Reels, where movies
We'll
get
be
their
back
moments. See
every
you next week.
Tuesday. Yay, yay, yay.